What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be playing the best lava loon deck in the game right now. So you guys have been asking for it for a while in the comments now. You've been asking for what is the best balloon deck ever since the balloon got nerfed. I think it's been a while since I've made a video on a balloon deck. I think the last time I did a Lava Hound video, it was on Lava Clone, so I'll be showing you guys this deck that finished 18th in the world last season, which if you ask me is really good because I feel like there wasn't a lot of Lava Loon in the meta last season. You can see Welcome, he's a really good Korean Lava Loon player, finished 18th in the world with this deck, and you can see it has the Tombstone in it, really good building right now, might be the best building in the game, and then it has the Valkyrie because there's a lot of Royal Hogs right now in the meta, that Royal Hog cycle deck especially. You got the Inferno Drag because it's going to be really good against tanks your opponent has, and then you got the Fireball, which is just a really good spell, and then Zap, of course, to reset things like Inferno Dragons, Towers, and just overall is a great spell to have in Lava Loon decks. So right now, I'm in the top 1,000, nothing crazy, been focused on the, global tournament, haven't been grinding a ton of ladder, but yeah, let's try to push up even more. Here we go. Okay, so we found our first game here. So interesting starting hand, no Tombstone in rotation or Lava Hound, so we could just wait a couple seconds, see if this guy wants to do anything. And then if he doesn't, I guess we can just cycle a Zap, should be fine. And then hopefully he reacts to that, because it's pretty risky to Lava first play when you don't have your Tombstone in cycle, because unlike, other Lava decks that have Barbarians or, I guess, Guards, you have less ground counters. Okay, but if he's going to cycle arrows, then I'll do it, because now I have minions, so if he pressures, I can just go minions on defense, and they do a really good job. They actually have some really solid DPS. He's going to have Giants, so this is probably either going to be Giant Graveyard or Sparky, because we already saw the Bats, we saw the, Night Witch, so it's probably going to be, Giant Graveyard, you could assume at this point. So I think we'll just try to get an Inferno Drag on top of the Giant, and then try to go Minions on top of the Graveyard. Should be pretty good, because I don't think, maybe he got back to arrows. If he did, I guess that's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, he did, so we're just going to have a good old-fashioned tower trade. Guess we could just go Valkyrie on top of the Giant and the Night Witch here. And yeah, we'll be fine. Pretty even at this point, although yeah, definitely slight advantage for him. That Giant did a lot of damage, unfortunately. I have to say the Giant is a lot better after the buff it got. It just tanks for a lot longer, and in some situations it can get an extra 2 shots on top of the tower, which might not seem like a lot, but that's, that's like 600 damage. So, just set up a Tombstone here. And the only problem is we don't really have a lot of graveyard counters besides the minions, and he has arrows for those, so this could get a little scary here. Guess we can go Lava Hound, though. I'm surprised he's just going to let this Bowler die, because that's what it looks like since he cycled the Night Witch in the other lane. We can, of course, just zap this. So, yeah, Bowler's just going to go down, which is really nice. He also used his arrows there. I don't know why. Ooh, and he also did that. Interesting. He probably didn't know. Okay, I have to Fireball that, though. That is really annoying. I didn't want to have to do that, but I needed to. Otherwise, I would have gotten 3 crowns. So we just zap this. The good news is he doesn't have a lot of counters to the balloon. So I don't have a lot of counters to the graveyard. He doesn't have a lot of counters to the balloon. So we both kind of in a way counter each other. And if that balloon just gets a couple more shots. Yep, you can see right there the flame goblin. He knows, and that's going to be enough. Fireball takes it. GG. Yeah, that was a weird game. We both kind of couldn't defend each other. I felt like he needed to be a little bit more aggressive. Maybe instead of going for the Giant Skarmy in the pocket, if he just went for the Giant in the graveyard on the King Tower, he could have applied a lot more pressure that way. Okay, we found our next game here against Krista. So he's saying good game. I don't know why. We can just go ahead and zap his tower and see what he wants to do. He's gonna go Bomber. I guess minions are fine. I don't really want to cycle a Lava into that until I know for sure what he is using or not, his entire deck, but I just think it's pretty risky to cycle a Lava into a Bomber, because they could be using Electro Giant, for example. Okay, Elixir Collector. That's unfortunate that he drops that after I already Fireballed, so now it's going to get a free 2 Elixir for him, which is really annoying. Honestly, that's one of the things I hate most in this game, when someone drops an Elixir Collector and you don't have the correct cycle for it. That's just one of those things that makes me mad, every single time. Because it's especially if you don't know they have it, it's what are you going to do about it? And this guy has a wizard, apparently, and a minion horde. So all the counters he needs for our lava hounds. But the minion horde did just die in the balloon bomb, so perhaps it wasn't the best minion horde of his career. Valkyrie's going to do a good job here, cleaning everything up. This guy's got a very strange deck. I don't know what incarnation this is. Elixir Collector, Minion Horde, Dark Prince, Wizard, Lava, all in the same deck. Wow, that's not something you see every day. So we're going to go ahead and fireball the Elixir Collector. Yeah, I know he's already up a ton of Elixir, so it's like, what's the point of this? Well, I might as well because I need to cycle myself anyway, and I don't know what else I'm going to do. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. We'll just go Lava Hounds. Hopefully we can find a way to win this. This is not going to be easy, though, I can tell you that. I think Wizard and Minion Horde are two cards you don't really want to see when you're running Lava Hound. A lot of you mid-ladder players probably know that. Wizard is not fun to play against when you're, when you're using Lava. And I have to fireball that, I think. Otherwise, I was kind of in trouble. We're going to do a little bit of like a cheeky opposite lane push here because we know he doesn't have his Minion Horde in rotation. So by doing this, I just hope that, I don't know, and somehow the Wizard wasn't splashing. Okay. We defended that somehow. Oh my goodness. This has been a weird game, that's all I'm gonna say. He Elixir Collectors, what? I'm gonna balloon. Fireball this. Okay, what is going on? This is like one of the strangest games I've played in a while. So that fully stops the Dark Prince. How am I going to take his tower? We obviously cycle minions here because I think we balloon now. Defensive Elixir Collector. That reminds me of the memes. The defensive Elixir Collector. I don't know when the last time was that I've seen that in a game. Are able to get the win. Inferno Jag actually takes it. Okay, I don't know what that deck was. That was weird. Okay, so we found a game here against Trent. So I guess we have a Tombstone and Edge Stunning hand, so we could just go Tombstone first play and see what he wants to do. Okay, he's gonna go Hog, so we can just Tombstone, that's fine. And then after that we could Lava because his win condition's out of rotation, so even though I don't have my Tombstone in cycle, I guess that doesn't really matter that much. So Skeletons, Hog, maybe he's using, okay, I was gonna say 2.6, but I guess he's using something different. Maybe he's using Tesla or a Bomb Tower. Okay, Queen, so that probably means that it's going to be Bomb Tower or Tesla. Probably Bomb Tower EQ is the deck he's using because that's the one that's pretty good in the meta right now. So we'll just go Valkyrie on top of the Hog Rider. And yeah, we're going to be in a bit of trouble, I think, until double Elixir just because it's really difficult to defend the Hog Riders because he can outcycle them pretty easily. But I guess we'll see, you know, what we can do here. I don't know. I think it's pretty tricky for sure, especially with the Archer Queen. This is part of the reason why I feel like Lava or Balloon in general is kind of in a rough spot right now because there's a lot of, well, Archer Queen, and if you don't have Lightning, it can be really difficult to break through, especially when you can't outcycle it, which is really hard to do in single. So Guess we just lava now. We don't really have a choice. I mean, he can't really pressure with anything. I mean, if he wants, he could go Valkyrie at the bridge, but I'll just Inferno drag it, so there wouldn't really be any point. I guess we're going to have to go Balloon whether we want to or not, just because if I don't, we're not going to be able to get any damage or pressure him at all, you know, on his tower. So, yeah, I don't know, though. I can't really... I guess we'll just zap to kill the queen quicker. Hopefully, maybe if we're lucky, get a shot. Oh, yeah, we do get a shot from the balloon. That's really good. I wasn't expecting that, actually. So, the game's pretty close now. He goes Valkyrie. I guess we can go... I feel like he's just going to Earthquake it, but... Okay, good, he doesn't. So, we're actually going to get some good value out of that Tombstone. I'm really surprised he didn't Earthquake there. I thought he would have for sure. So, we just Inferno Drag... Go Lava Hounds. Okay, I don't know why he actually went Hog. That might have been bad timing, because I feel like I could ignore the entirety of that and now capitalize on offense. This is sometimes what you have to do when you're using something like Lava. Although I didn't think that I didn't think that was going to take the whole tower. Hog is kind of OP. I didn't think it would take the whole tower if I ignored it. I guess he got some damage, like one hog hit earlier, but either way, we're gonna win. Look at the minions on top of the tower. That's going to be GG. But wow, that kind of caught me off guard for a second. I didn't think he was going to take that whole tower. I should have been expecting that. But either way, we got the win. That's all that matters. Let's head into the next one. All right, here we go against Paco here. So go ahead and give him the good luck, and I guess see what he wants to do. I guess we could... Okay, he's just going to Golem first place. So we can just go Balloon to pressure here, because we could probably defend the Golem, I would say, pretty easily with the Inferno Drag. I missed one of the bats, but I don't think it would have made a difference, because even if I caught all of them, he would have, of course, just been able to... You know, the Balloon still would have only... got one hit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we'll just go minions here. Okay, good thing he didn't fireball the minions. So that was weird. I don't know why he fireballed that. Oh wow, he has... Okay, so he has fireball and arrows. Interesting. I thought that it would have just been one or the other, but because usually when someone is using like fireball in a golem deck, they wouldn't have arrows too. Maybe they would have a zap, but either way, you don't normally see a golem deck have fireball. You know, usually it's lightning, or they have arrows and zap, right? Or they just have clone and arrows. So I guess those are like typically what you see. So he doesn't seem to have a lot of air counters. Maybe he only has bats as his air counter. I guess if that's the case, we're kind of lucky, and I feel like we should have a pretty easy matchup here. Even with the zappies, that's still really good for me, because I have fireball for the zappies and zap for the bats. So I mean, really at that point, like, what more could we ask for? You know, we have a counter for both of his potentially only air counters, unless he has something else. I mean, probably not though, because he gives the well played, and it looks like he's really struggling right now. So we pretty much just have to, I would say, try to steamroll him, go for the 3 crown, not go for the 2nd crown, you know, give him a chance. I think we just need one more good lava loon push, and ideally we should be able to take this one here. So I think we just go lava in front of the Inferno Drag to protect it here, and I think minions just to try to take care of some of these bats, because they definitely are... okay, I don't know why he didn't just go for... I don't know why he didn't just arrow the minions. I actually don't know what he was doing there. And there we go. We are able to get the win. I got nervous for a second, because if that balloon didn't get another shot, we would have for sure lost. So, yeah, we had 2 great counters to his, you know, only air counters, and that was what was able to get us the win. Normally, Golem, though, has a pretty good matchup against Lava, so I'm very lucky he was using that variation where he didn't have Mega Minion or, you know, even like Baby Dragon. We had direct answers to his only counters. Okay, against Legend player here, Tombstone is in our starting hand. That's what I like to see. So we can just go ahead and start with Tombstone in a couple seconds here if he doesn't do anything. Okay, he's going to go Barb Barrel. So that's fine. Barb Barrel, hopefully this means it's Splash Shard, because Splash Shard's a Oh, so we're gonna go ahead and zap and then fireball the elixir collector. 3M is not a good sign. 3M is probably one of the hardest matchups for Lava Hound, so I'm not looking forward to this. It's winnable, but it's not easy. So we're going to have to Valkyrie this because, unfortunately, the Bandit, I think, would have gone for the tower and not the Tombstone. And, yeah, it's going to be 3 Musketeers. So this is a, yeah, pretty horrible matchup. It's very hard to beat 3 Musketeers. With Lava Hound, it's definitely one of, like, the biggest counters to it. So I don't expect a whole lot, sadly, but I guess we'll see, you know, what we can do here. If anything, maybe he makes a mistake, maybe I don't know, I'll play him, but I don't really think there's a whole lot we can do. So my only hope is that he doesn't have Hunter. There's some weird 3M variants where instead of having Hunter, they just have 3 Musk as their only air counter. But I have a feeling he has Hunter. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so that changes everything. No Hunter means this really could, I guess, be anyone's game because he doesn't have any adequate counter besides the 3M to my Lava Loon pushes. But the 3M is obviously a very, very good one, so this is still not easy, let's say, but this changes from being a hard counter to being a matchup that is very much winnable. Let's put it that way. So I'm very glad to see he doesn't have Hunter. Okay, so he's gonna go 1 Musk in the left. Imagine if he does have Hunter and he just didn't use it and he's just fooling me. That would be really annoying, but I guess we're about to find out. Try to save the tower here. I guess we could always just fireball the 2 Musketeers, so we're probably fine. Oh wow, I thought the zap was going to retarget the bandit onto the Valk. It didn't though. That's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, that's going to be GG. So pretty much what I thought was going to happen did end up happening. You know, we lost even though he didn't have Hunter. We kind of had a rough start. Maybe had I known he didn't have Hunter, I would have like played it a little differently. But either way, I think definitely not easy, but, you know, I could have played it better, so I'm not gonna complain too much. But yeah, let's head into the next game. Alright, here we go against LOL, and maybe this will be our last game here. We'll see. Go ahead and give him the good luck and see if he wants to make the start and play here, because I certainly would rather not start this game off. I don't really want to go minions in the back first play or go for Inferno Drag, because I don't think it's a really like safe play. But if he isn't gonna do anything just for the sake of, like, you know, the fact that I'm recording a video, I guess maybe I'll just go minions in the back, because if he still doesn't do anything after that, I could always go balloon, but he's gonna go E-Wiz, so we'll just go ahead and fireball that, propel it forward, so this way hopefully the minions end up taking it out. Look at that, it actually reset the E-Wiz, so it didn't end up shooting at all, which was really clutch. We're going to go Inferno Drag here. Sadly, we are going to take a lot of damage. I don't want to overcommit with the Valkyrie. You don't want to overcommit with Lava Loon. It's not a smart idea. You should be fine taking some damage. You ideally want to try to make even trades or positive elixir ones. Not, you know, go for overcommitments, especially early on in single elixir. It's just not a great idea. So he's going to snowball that. Sadly, I think we can't go balloon immediately because he's back to E-Wiz. Our best bet is probably going Valkyrie first and then going for a balloon, but we have a very high chance of getting the balloon to the tower here because I don't think the E-Wiz alone is going to be enough. I mean, he is going to lightning though, but I still think... No, we actually, we don't get a shot. That's unfortunate. We do get that damage on top of the E-Wiz though. But yeah, man, this is not looking like a good matchup at all. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys because you guys know, well, like, I'm a pretty honest person. I had, like, before I started recording this video, I will admit I was struggling a lot, and I kept losing to these types of decks, like the Mega Knight, Queen Inferno Drag deck, or just Ram Rider decks in general, are just so dang difficult to beat when you're using Lava Hound. Am I saying, you know, we can't win this? Of course not. We definitely have a chance of winning, but all I'm going to say is when the other person's using Inferno Drag that they have for the lava, they have Ewiz for your Inferno Drag, and they also have Snowball for the balloon. They have Ram Rider for the balloon. It's a pretty crappy matchup, let's put it that way. Luckily for us though, he's playing it, in my opinion, pretty badly. I feel like he's wasted a lot of elixir, and the way he's defended really hasn't been how it should have been. That's the only reason why it's pretty close right now. I feel like he's, like, for example, that Dark Prince, I don't really think was that good of a play. But, yeah, I don't know. We might still lose this anyway. It's just such a brutal matchup. Yeah, and I'm honestly shocked. Huge props to Welcome. And I know he used this deck, and I know he's not just hiding it on his profile because he's on my friends list, so I know he was using Lava Loon. He's just insane with it. I don't know how in the world he finished 18th in the world with this deck, because truthfully, I think it has so many just, like, awful matchups in this meta, so the fact that he made it work is just mind-blowing to me. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, played really, really bad, and as a result, we're able to get the win. At least I think, yeah, we are able to, I think, not quite yet, but we're getting pretty close. Lots of mistakes coming out from this guy. Obviously, I'm not insanely high up on ladder, at least for my standards. Pretty early season, kind of low right now, not in, like, you know, the top few hundreds, so obviously opponents aren't going to be playing perfectly, but luckily we are, at least I think, about to get this win, which is pretty nice, I would say, because I think it's quite frankly, yeah, pretty horrible matchup. Alright, there we go. Are able to get the win. That guy definitely did not play that very well. Not gonna lie and say, like, oh, you know, I just, like, outplayed him. I think he made a lot of mistakes on defense, because really that's, like, should be very easy for him to defend. The only thing that would have made it worse is if he had Archer Queen instead of, you know, any of the cards he had in the deck, I guess. But he had Inferno Drag for the Lava Hound, he had Ewiz for our Inferno Drag, he had Ram Rider and Snowball for the balloon, and also, I guess he didn't realize this, but the Mega Knight pushes, if he started doing them earlier, it would have been hard for me to stop because I simply don't have really many ground cards besides the Valkyrie. So yeah, either way, my overall rating of the deck is, it's actually not, like, amazing, I would say. I actually, like, definitely lost some games as I started recording, some of which I didn't show, but, you know, I made this video because you guys wanted to see a, you know, balloon deck after the balloon nerf, and quite frankly, the nerf is pretty noticeable. There's no doubt about that. When you're against a building, you're gonna have a hard time. I mean, even things like cannons now and Teslas, it just takes an extra shot, and that can be really frustrating. But either way, I do think this is the best Lava Loon deck. I mean, it finished 18th in the world for a reason. Also, for some reason, I haven't been playing against any Royal Hogs, which is the whole reason why the Valkyrie's in the deck, so that's also kind of a bummer. But anyway, make sure to like it if you guys did end up enjoying it. Subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already, and thanks again until next time, guys.